If you're thinking about buying land in Twin Falls, whether that's a city lot or acreage, this video could save you tens of thousands of dollars before you ever build a home. I'm Eliza Mendoza. I'm a real estate agent here in Twin Falls, Idaho, and I work with buyers and builders on land every single week. Today, I'm breaking down the real difference between buying a city lot and buying acreage. We're talking the pros, the cons, hidden costs, site work, utilities, septic systems, and one big thing that's very specific to Twin Falls, rock. This is the part of building that people don't talk about online, but it's the part that can absolutely make or break your budget. Let's start with the big picture. When most people say they want land, they're thinking about space, privacy, and freedom. But city lots and acreages are two very different experiences. A city lot is typically inside the city limits, often in a subdivision with utilities already installed or very close by. An acreage lot is usually outside city limits and more rural and requires more planning and more upfront decisions. Neither option is better than the other. The mistake I see people make is choosing land emotionally instead of choosing it based on infrastructure. Land is not just dirt, land is systems. Let's talk about city lots first. The biggest advantage of a city lot is predictability. Most city lots already have city water, city sewer, power nearby, known zoning, and clear building requirements. That means fewer unknown costs and fewer surprises. City lots are generally easier to finance, easier to permit, and easier to build on. But there are trade-offs. City lots usually mean smaller lot sizes, closer neighbors, possible HOA rules, and less flexibility for shops or animals. You're trading space and privacy for convenience and control. City lots are great for buyers who want a smoother, faster, more predictable build process. Now let's talk acreage. This is where people get excited and also where people get surprised. The pros are obvious: more land, more privacy, more freedom, and room for shops, views, animals, and space. But acreage comes with responsibility. With acreage, you are responsible for the water, the septic, power, driveways, site work, soil conditions, and county ordinances. Acreage is not just more land for less money, it's more land with more variables. This is where buyers need to slow down and ask better questions before they buy. This part is extremely important in Twin Falls. We have a lot of rock. Rock affects septic systems, site work, excavation, and cost. Before buying acreage, you need proper soil testing and perk testing. If your land passes and allows for a standard septic system, that's ideal. But if rock or soil conditions prevent that, you may be required to install a complex or engineered septic system, and that changes the budget dramatically. This is not something you want to guess on. Testing first matters. Let's break this down simply. A standard septic requires adequate soil depth, uses gravity drainage, costs less to install, and is easier to maintain long term. A complex or engineered septic system is required when soil or rock doesn't allow proper drainage, may require pumps, sand filters, or specialty systems, costs significantly more, and has ongoing maintenance requirements. I've seen septic costs double or even triple depending on soil conditions. This is one of the biggest land surprises buyers face. If you don't test early, you don't really know what you're buying. Another hidden cost with acreage is site work. If your lot has heavy rock, you may need blasting. That includes breaking the rock, removing it, and hauling it off of the property. Rock is heavy and transporting rock is expensive. Site work alone can significantly impact your budget if it's not accounted for upfront. That is why it's critical to have your builder involved early, walk the land, and perform proper testing before final numbers are even given. Utilities matter more than people realize. For acreage, you need to know if power is already on the property or how far away the nearest power source is and what it costs to bring power in. You also need bids for wells, pumps, and water systems. Well depth and cost can vary significantly, even between neighboring properties. You also need to check county ordinances, setbacks, zoning rules, and allowed uses. Land without restriction isn't freedom, it's risk. Here's the biggest takeaway. Buying land isn't about how big the lot is or how pretty the view looks. It's about systems, testing, and planning. City lots offer predictability, acreage offers freedom with responsibility. Neither option is wrong, but both require very different preparation. If you're thinking about buying land in Twin Falls and want help evaluating lots, understanding the cost, or running realistic numbers, I'd love to help. My information is below, and if this video helped you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's thinking about buying land. I'll see you in the next video.